Tere's Stories and MTG, Episode 1. It's your boy P-Matt-G, short for Prodigy Matt Gengar, and I hope you're ready for Episode 1 of Tere's Stories and MTG. I hope I clickbaited you, and today you are going to watch some Rakdos Breach gameplay while I talk about me on the iCarly website as a kid. So, there was a website called iCarly.com. As many of you may know, it was a very important website for a show called iCarly. And the website, which I'll hopefully remember to put in the video, was problematic. That's all I'm gonna say. So I'm gonna put the picture somewhere. But I have it open here. Okay, so we have iBlogs, iSnaps, iNews, iVideo, iPlay, iSongs, I Need Help, and Send Us Stuff. So what I did legitimately was I would click on I Need Help, and then I would send them ideas. So what you could do is send your ideas for a video. Like anything you want, they really just let you send anything. And I thought of the funniest thing possibly ever to send in, and I'm like, dang, this bangs, I need to see. So you know, I sent it in. And it was with the phone. So if y'all remember, there was a picture of a phone on the website, and it was text us your ideas. And then I would just try to type by clicking on the phone, and it was use your keyboard. And I'm like, what's a keyboard? I was a dumb child, basically. So there's the feedback. You have me. I just learned what a keyboard was. I typed, make Sam eat a quarter. And I sent that idea in multiple times. I'm gonna say it again. Make Sam eat a quarter. I thought that was funny as fuck. I wanted to watch her take the quarter, put it in her mouth, and then, I don't know, random dancing. It would have been funny, and it would have banged. Was it a weird request? Possibly, but was it unique? For sure. Give me your craziest iCarly requests down in the comments. But I was asking a lot from Sam and Carly, and I feel well, no, I wasn't really asking anything from Carly. And then I think the other ideas I put in was literally just normal shit. I'm like, ooh, put Freddy on the show. You know, kid on the internet. I'm having a great time. But I kept putting in, make Sam eat a quarter. And you know what the website did to me? You know how they censored people back then? They did nothing. They just let me keep giving that idea. And then I feel their way of telling me it was a bad idea was they just didn't put it on the show. But my hope is that, my hope is someone had to, read that now. Not my hope when I was 7. My hope was to get it on the show. But my new hope is that someone had to read that. Just go, You know, I bet it's a little thought-provoking. Make Sam eat a quarter. Do you think she would have ate the quarter, though? Because they had her eating everything on the show. By the way, Jeanette McCurdy, you're a legend. I didn't read your book, but obviously it was controversial and probably very informative. You keep doing you, and you not wanting to do the reboot was awesome because you're making your own decisions and not giving into the industry that did so many bad things to you. Big support for Jeanette McCurdy. And I hope the Buttersock is treating you well to this day, because you need to give the industry a little bit of credit. That was funny. And you also need to give the industry some credit for not making you eat a quarter. Okay. So the other stuff you can do... Oh my god, this is a double story, actually. This could have ended my career. So, this is the other story. Y'all ever heard about Shake It Up? There was a contest. I wanted to be a YouTuber when I was a kid, and then like I don't like editing videos, and I'm also not funny, but this is like my practice into being funny. So I wanted to make videos when I was a kid, and I had this little camera, and it was awesome. I think mom got it for me for my birthday. Shoutouts to my mom. And it could like upload videos. You could take the wire and, you know, put it on the computer. I had no idea how to do anything. I could not. I get that it's kind of easy now, but once again, I was a kid. I didn't know how to do that shit. So I had a video, and I would use it to record Final Fantasy X. Issue: the camera's maximum recording thing was like not good, because it was like just a regular camera, you know, just to start off. But it didn't look that good, and you know, I also was recording it from across the room, not knowing about audio quality or anything. Like, not knowing anything about videos. And it also had a maximum of, I want to say, 5 gigabytes. No, I don't think so. But it had this thing where you had to pay if you wanted to upload like more of a video than like what it cuts off. Like, oh yeah, you want your whole video on the computer, you're gonna have to pay us. It was weird. But the one use I could use with that camera, this is where Shake It Up comes into play. The one use I could use was they had a contest of sending your dancing, and they had these bitches going crazy. They put that on the Disney Channel. There were some people that was out, like they were out here. They were doing everything they could to dance. They were like trying to get on the show, but like basically they knew how to dance. I learned through this video. I don't know how to dance, but you know, I was gassing myself up. I was trying to go like, oh fuck yeah, I know how to dance. I'm gonna get on TV. I'm gonna be a Disney star. And I recorded myself. I remember it was the rope pull move. Like, you know the one where you're pulling the rope and moving. I did that to the left and to the right, and then like freestyled. And all I'll say is shout outs to my past self for not knowing how to upload a video. That's all I'm gonna say. If I put that video out there, I would be famous, but I would also have gotten bullied. All I can say, it's lost media. I've found the camera before, but it like doesn't work. Like, that shit is fucked. So, but essentially, I have this really embarrassing dance video somewhere that existed. If time travelers find it, I know I'm gonna be a meme. That's the issue. Like, I can't dance, and I'm not trying to just be like, oh no, I can dance, give me attention. You know, like, oh yeah, no, I want the little compliments. Hee. No. I remember I can play the whole video in my head. Not just the portion it would have let me put on the computer, but the whole video in my head. I would have gotten destroyed. I feel like I probably would have been on TV with how bad that is. They're like, look, we let anybody get on. I can't. That joke is hard to make without being offensive. Essentially, I look stupid. And, yeah, that's kind of just how it is. And I know what you're thinking. What does this have to do with magic? Check this out. We're gonna do a deck profile now where I'm informative, but you just watch the gameplay. And this is my style of video. I hope you like. Like, comment, subscribe on the deck profile. Thanks, bears. What's up, everybody? We're back with the decks portion of Tere's S&M. Today we got Breeds to Hole. This is a budget version of the deck, but think about it like this. If y'all like, comment, subscribe, do everything, and make me a famous YouTuber, I can give back to my fans. Thank y'all so much. I can give back to you by making the non-budget version of the deck, and thank y'all so much. Okay, starting with the land base. Oh no. Okay, so we have Shatter Skull Smashing, wherever that is. And this land I wanted to point out because it's very good against aggro. This card is sleeper OP. You heard it from me first. Buy it out. Everyone buy out Shatter Skull Smashing for when Timeless hits. When they print the alchemy stuff. And then you just have to trust your opponent. When Timeless hits stores and it's not online only, this card's about to be money. Okay. So you pay 3 life for a mountain. And you have a good anti-aggro tool, and paying the life for the mountain does not matter against not aggro. 3 swamp, 1 mountain. You could probably cut them, but I'm running them because I don't have the cooler lands. People do run Blood Moon, so you're gonna have to run some swamp though, so just keep in mind. Takenuma and Sokenzan. Sokenzan's really good because it can give you clutch blockers or push damage. Takenuma I'm just running because it could come up. But it hasn't. It is a swamp though, so that's pretty cool. Blackcleave Cliffs, I would be running more of this and less of Haunted Ridge. Haunted Ridge is just the opposite, where it's untapped with 2 or more, and this is 2 or less. Cliffs is just goated. I'd probably want to run literally either 3 Cliffs, 1 Ridge, or 2 in 1, just opposite. Because the early turns are more important than the later with this deck. 2 Raucous Theater, this is like a new card, and it's really good, because it lets you possibly mill or pseudo scry for Breach, and it can be fetched. Oh my god, no, I'm getting the hiccups. This like so many takes because I've gotten the hiccups, guys. Please like the video. Okay, so Restless Vents, I just replaced one of these for the theater. This could be a body against aggro, so it's kinda good. It could push damage and weirdly can be used for card draw. I think it's a pretty good card. It's like I play it on turn 1. 1 Springs, this is just like untapped either color. I love this card, but it's a rare, so it's a 1-of. 2 Mire, I would be playing 4 of this probably if I could. It's like, why not? You get to fetch whatever you want for 1 life, and I've learned after thinking these lands were overrated before ever getting to play them, these cards are pretty good. Like, these cards are really good. Why can it search this card? It doesn't make sense. Why could I use, like, this card? I could use this to search for that card. Polluted Delta can get Raucous Theater. Like, what? Okay. So, next up we got Luris. Oh yeah, I don't even know how many lands that is. So, Luris is busted. It lets you play Breach from your graveyard, and you don't really have to change anything about the deck to fit it as a companion. Yeah, great card. 4 Mishra's Bauble. We're playing combo, baby. You draw a card, and then it fills the graveyard. It's so good. So next up, I'll go over the combo pieces last. So we have 3 Duress. This card could be Thoughtseize or Inquisition of Kozilek. So this is the worst of the 3, but it snipes the counterspell, and that's what matters. I need to snipe the counterspell. And yeah, it gets a sorcery or instant. And yeah, you could just have a good time with that, get rid of the counterspell. The alternatives, if you have the rare wild cards, are... You got Inquisition of Kozilek, which can get anything that's a low cost, including the creatures. And like, you don't have to pay the 2 life, which is pretty cool. Or you could play Thoughtseize, where you do have to pay the 2 life. But you can get any non-land card, and I feel like, you know, it's just the best. It's bad against aggro, so like Kozilek would be better, but this is good against anything, technically. So, you know, it's up to you. Next up, we got Faithless Looting. This is 1 mana to draw 2 cards, and it's a common. It's great. It fills your graveyard. I feel like non-budget list would probably cut this card at least from 4, but I like this card. I feel like it's good. 2 Lightning Bolt. I didn't want to not play Bolt. You get premium removal and face. And I'll talk about more in the combo, but I feel like this card is just really good for 1 mana. 1 Ragavan. I didn't want to not play Ragavan, and this card's really funny. Like, y'all who hate this card, y'all are pussies. Y'all want them to banish your best card with the Ragavan, and then it doesn't even matter that they can't play it. It's you can't. I love this card. Like, it's so cool. Everyone gets it, and it's not even that hard to remove. It's like, just Bowmaster. I think Ragavan is really cool though. Play it, hit, get the treasure, win the game. Deathrite Shaman is such a cool 1-drop. Like, how do you even power creep this guy? He does everything. He disrupts your opponent's combos, and he ramps yours, all while being 1 mana. A very common theme in this deck is everything. Every creature demands an answer, pretty much, except Citrus Supplier, but because we're trying to kill her too. So it's like, yeah, next up we got Deadly Dispute. This card could be... Oh wait, no, that's a combo piece. Next up we got Demonic Tutor. And Demonic Tutor is great. You get any card you want, and yeah, 2 mana, it's awesome. You'd play more, but you see it's ×1 restricted. You gotta just play 1. Orcish Bowmasters, you can play 4 of this if you want, and the goblins and orcs are kind of hot. But like, use this to clear Ragavan or other stuff, punish draws. It does so much. This card's just really dumb, and like, I feel like this card's like really expensive in real life. Like, I know it is, but I'm assuming it just keeps raising in price because they aren't gonna reprint it in Lord of the Rings. So it's like, I'm happy that a bad movie can make a good card. But like, does the card have to be $80? More soon. Yeah, like, I felt like a reporter there. Alright, so next up we got Witchclaw Talisman. This is just a Demonic Tutor, but penis. So, I've learned, if you're not against aggro, you lose guaranteed if your opponent gets to use this effect too. If you are against aggro, you probably still lose. So, this card is a Demonic Tutor for 1 mana if you pay 2 mana on an earlier turn. And then, like, that's cracked. And it could be 2 Demonic Tutors, but your opponent gets 1 too. If you let your opponent get 1, it means that you're letting your opponent have Demonic Tutor in a format like Timeless, and you're saying, I don't think you can win the game, and I'm not running any counter spells. If you think you can take that risk, go right ahead. Otherwise, this card is just, you hold that shit. You just wait and wait and wait until you know that you win on that turn, and then use it to get something boring as fuck like Duress or a combo piece. And I think this card's really cool. Breach the combo, Tendrils the combo. So we're going on to the combo. The payoff. We got Tendrils of Agony. You want to play like 10 cards before this, and then you want to Storm. So if you've played 9 cards, I don't know if this activates 10 times, because I've always just played 10 because I'm bad like that. But like, yeah, so you win the game. Pretty much if you play this card, you win the game. And if you don't win the game, you could play it again. Because of Underworld Breach. This card allows you to play any card from your graveyard for the cost of 3 other cards. If that sounds unbalanced, it's because it is. I'm assuming they made this card to make money, and that is about it. Like, that's all I'm assuming. This should not be 2 mana. There is no way that anyone thought this was fair. It's like, one sec, this is gonna put me on a rant. We got Channel. This card is fucking not legal. This card is not legal. Oh, no, it's restricted. You know what? Sure. This card is limited to 1. You win the game if you activate that card. That's what Breach does. But this was made before they knew how to balance the game. This was made for money. Okay. So, here's the loop. You play Dark Ritual. Oh wait, it's turn 2, right? You play Dark Ritual, 3 mana. After playing Breach. Oh wait, 2 mana, right? Tap the red, play Ritual, you're up to... And tap the black. You got a red, black, and I got 3 black. And then you play the Breach. And you have, like, Graveyard already. You play Ritual again, and then you do this loop. Okay. So let's say you already have Breach on the board and you have 3 mana. You play Stitcher Supplier, and then that will mill you. Or let's say you have Breach on the field and you have 1 mana. This is better. Okay, so Breach on the field and you have 1 mana. Dark Ritual, you have 3 mana. Stitcher Supplier, you have 2 mana, and now have fueled your graveyard to do this combo more. You play Deadly Dispute for all of your mana. You kill Stitcher Supplier, milling you more. You draw 2, and then you get a treasure. And then you play the Ritual. Then you play the Supplier. And then you do that. And then you're going to be drawing cards too. So that's more graveyard fuel. Because, you know, you could like be cheeky. Oh, I have hella cards in my grave. I'm going to play a second Stitcher Supplier instead. And then just play an extra Ritual. And then net mana. And then do this. And then, oh, I drew a Ritual. Oh, and I don't have to banish cards. You win. That's about it. You end with 4 mana somehow. And you play Tendrils. That's the combo. Now here's a video of me doing the combo on turn 2. After ask, I feel like this is good. I feel like it's what I'm gonna do. You know what? I don't even care about the feedback, but give it to me anyway. Just, you know, no, be mean with the feedback. I want to hear what people who have actually watched this video think. Thank y'all for watching, and here is a video of me doing it on turn 2, probably with music.